crates!
Quick, get it! It's getting away!
Get the crates!
To starboard! Get the ropes! It's going overboard! Cue the aft! All ropes! Get the crate! Run, 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 run! Johnson? Johnson, is that you? There's too much. There's too much. You must stop them. Dear God, man, you look like hell. I told you to lay off the rum. Listen to me. They're all going to die. There's too much. Too much for one man. Too much of what? Time. Hold. Hold, men, hold. It's slipping.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I can't hold it!
Johnson, what are you trying to tell me? Johnson! Johnson, no!
No! Johnson!
Johnson! Nathan! That was Johnson. Johnson! I'm sorry, ma'am, your husband is nowhere to be found. I don't understand. What are you telling me? There was an accident up on the deck. He went over. No, look at that, it makes me sick. What does? She's just looking for pity. I mean, what's a woman even expected to do in the New World without a husband and children to raise? Not that you ever complained about that Edwina when your husband died. I'm sure you'll find a new man right away. But would you just look at that? She's a mess. How much would you like to wager that Esmeralda comes over here tonight and asks for my spare blanket because she's just so racked with grief? Sally? Yes? Won't you just shut up? Oh, well, Stacy, did you hear about Edwina? And Martin, will you stop playing that music?
Oh, I'd rather not, ma'am.
Somewhere on the gun deck, they said. Couldn't be more specific than that. Oh, Edwina. What are you doing here? I was just getting some air. I heard about Johnson. Yes. So did I. Did Johnson have a beard, as far as you know? Maybe some scruff? It's just that the men who saw him go overboard, they said he was bearded. I'm sure I don't know. Anyway, a man is dead. How are you handling it? I didn't know him very well. Yes, but I mean, with your husband. My husband died 3 weeks ago. Some would say that's still a fresh wound. I really should get back to my quarters. Yes, enough of all this doom and gloom. There's no time like the present, right? Hey, do you mind helping me lug some boxes? My back is killing me.
Did you hear about that poor man, James Moody? Left his family back in England just to get on this boat. What a dunce. I mean, seriously, why would a man do that? Some might say something about religious freedom. Religious freedom. Some people are idiots, too. I might be careful about what you say. It's a bit of a sensitive topic. Freedom of religion is a scam. You want to hear about something interesting? Let's talk about freedom of opportunity. Is that why you're going to the New World? For opportunity? I'm sorry, have we met? My name is Gart Willoughby, and first of all I would like to thank everyone for having me here tonight. I know that the vacancy of a seat is never an easy thing, but it is an opportunity. They say when a queen bee dies, the colony doesn't suffer. It just moves on. Some new bee is chosen to take the queen's place. And what's so special about that chosen one? Is it timing? Placement? Is it opportunity? Sure, but what you were getting at before, yes, religion can be used for selfish purposes, but it also builds community. It strengthens bonds, and in an ideal world it makes all people equal. If people are created equal, then why do some rise to the top while others suffer? It's the flawed and biased circumstances of the culture in which they're born. That isn't the people's fault, isn't it? Okay, it's not the individual's fault. Shouldn't we want to create a better world? A new world where everyone does have a better chance at being equal from the beginning? Are you telling me that you can create a better world through religion, though? Because we've already established that those basic building blocks are not the best place to start if you're looking for equality. I'd say it's every man for himself, and that's that. This is blasphemous. I can't believe what I'm hearing. And yet you believe what you can't even see. If Johnson was still here, we'd be saying a nice prayer. Well, Johnson is dead, and I guarantee he's not coming back. May he rest in peace, don't get me wrong. Was any of that true about the bees? Does it matter? A door shuts and another door opens, and it's up to you to walk through that door. Oh my. Oh, hello. Oh, I was looking for a storage room, not a dinner. Excuse me, we are in the middle of a conversation. Could you please take those somewhere else? Yes, I can see that. Consider me gone. Well, shall we have a toast? To abrupt endings and unexpected beginnings. It's been acting up. We have to get rid of it. It's very dangerous. We have to throw it overboard. I keep telling you we cannot get rid of it. We cannot throw it overboard. Now show me what's going on. It's getting more and more unstable. The gears are spinning all out of whack. The gyros are completely uncontrollable. If I could only adjust the flux tenacity, I could somehow capacitate it in order to... Hibbert, English, please. If I can't get the machine under control, there's no guarantee that it won't kill us all, or worse. Who knows what it's capable of? If we throw it overboard, it could resurface anywhere in the world. You know we can't risk that happening. Yes, of course I know that, but what I'm saying is... Hold on. Is there someone there? Who is it? Come out at once. It's just me. It's just me. Edwina Marquand. I didn't mean anything. I was only putting something away. How much did you hear? What have you seen? I didn't see anything at all, really. I can just turn around and... Marquand, you said. Was that your name? Yes, Edwina Marquand. Interesting. Woody, we can't just go around telling people. Quiet, Hibbert. Edwina, what do you know of time? I don't quite understand the question. I mean the past, the present, the future. How it all fits together. What affects what? What came first? Do you know anything of all that? I'm sorry, what does this have to do with that machine? What is it? It's a time machine. A what machine? A time machine. Like a clock. No, it's... Hibbert, explain. Very well. This ship that we are on, the Mayflower, it transports us from England to the New World. It moves us in space. But this machine here, this time machine, it can move a person in time. So rather than taking us to the New World, it could take us to last week. You could relive an event from your past. Or you could see what's going to happen to you in the future. But why is it so dangerous? If one were to travel into the past, you could change the present. You could undo the events of world history. This machine is why we are on the Mayflower. We didn't come here for God. We didn't come here for glory. We came here to bury this infernal machine, where it will never be found again. Now tell me, Edwina Marquand, what did you come here for? Oh my, what was that? The storm's getting worse. Fire on board!
Fire on board!
Fire!
Put it out!
Fire! We can't control it. Gather the food. Bring it to safety. Protect the ration. Protect the children.
Where do we
This
go?
way. Fire's getting in. Leave it. There's
We're
no time.
going to die.
Our lives are more
I
important.
must save my belongings. Cover the gunpowder. It's going to explode. I'm sorry, I would help, but my back is killing me. What is this smoke? What are those sounds? It sounds like screaming. What on earth is happening out there? Buford, open the door. Why does it have to be me, huh?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Do you hear that? Let me go see what's going on. Moody, how many people on this ship know about this time machine? Well, it's you, Hibbert, me. That's it.
There were others. We had a secret society. But now we are all that's left, and I believe you are meant to join us.
What are you talking about? That's nonsense.
Please, I know we only just met, but I believe you are important to this story.
Moody, I'm a nobody.
The ship. It's on fire.
We must get the machine to safety.
Quick. We'll push it. There's no time. There's no way we'll make it through those flames. Is there another exit to this room?
Just the hatch. But the machine will never make it through.
We're going to have to leave it behind.
Absolutely not. Maybe if I had some help, we could actually get this out of here.
Moody, please, use common sense. I don't know what struggles you've gone through to get this machine onto this ship, but look at us. We're all going to die if we don't leave right now.
Yes. Yes, of course you're right. Hibbert. Stop, man. We have to save ourselves. Dearest Beatrice, it's been too long since I wrote, and even longer since I left.
There are some on the ship who think me a fool for even having left you in the first place.
But I must assure you,
The machine is destroyed, and we have arrived at the new world. I wish you could be here with me to celebrate, as this victory feels joyless and empty without you.
Moody. Moody, you must help me.
Hibbert, dear man.
Our method of arrival was troubled and unexpected, and it will take time to set things back on course.
Moody. James, my friend. What have we done? It's been 2 days. How long are we meant to wait? The expedition crews will return. We must give them more time. But what if something happened to them?
People, calm down now. Staying calm is the most important thing in situations like this. There's so many dangers. And of course, as our Lord Jesus said, staying calm is the path towards God. And isn't that why we're here?
Yes, God.
I forgot my favorite quote. What we must do in these troubling times is pray for our missing loved ones, but also realize that we are blessed to still have those among us who are capable of leading. And, as our Lord and Savior said, if you follow the man with the loudest voice, you will be following in the steps of God, who is a man.
Yes, God.
I forgot that.
I don't remember any of this from my Bible.
I've never read it. And I'm guessing half of these people haven't read it either, seeing as they're buying into this hog swallop.
Edwina, I'd like to talk to you for a moment.
What is it that we're doing now?
I want to apologize.
For wrecking our ship?
For trying to involve you in the business of the machine.
The time machine?
Yes, the time machine.
And the secret society?
Yes, that too.
And for wrecking our ship?
I truly believed that my part in this journey to the new world would be different. I thought there was more to the machine. That it would lead to something grander. That it would give me meaning. But now that it's destroyed, my journey is suddenly at an end. And the goal I dedicated years of my life to is accomplished, and
And you feel a vast emptiness in yourself because something that was a large part of your life is now gone? Even though you knew that thing was a source of suffering and negativity? And it's not the absence of the wretched thing that's really bothering you, because to hell with that thing, but an anger with yourself for having let the thing be such a formative part of your life for so long? And now you have the freedom to just be yourself, and you don't even know where to begin, and that scares the hell out of you?
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. But what you did caused the death of a lot of people, and I'm glad it's over with, but I don't feel sorry for you. And I'd rather not have to console the hurt feelings of the man who wrecked us on this shore.
Yeah, I get it.
Sorry to have bothered you.
Oh my! What is that?
What was that?
Mother, what is it?
It's
Some sort of dragon beast.
Dragon beast. Dragon beasts in the woods. Hibbert.
James, where are we?
Not long after, a scavenger group returned a strange collection of artifacts. Hibbert made quick work of it, and nothing would ever be the same again.
James, I've made quite the discovery.
As you know, the scavenger crews have been out gathering items that were scattered when the Mayflower exploded. And I've been collecting the items that look to be pieces of the time machine.
Yes, Hibbert, and this seems to be a massive waste of time. We came here to be rid of the infernal machine, and it looks as if we have succeeded more than we ever expected to.
Does look that way, yes. And normally I would be saying mission accomplished, and that all the sacrifices of the secret society were all worth it.
Great, then let's move on. We must shift our focus to finding the Plymouth Rock settlement and assisting with building the new world.
That's just it, though. I think we have found Plymouth Rock already. Here, look at this. It's some sort of promotional pamphlet for Plymouth Rock.
What is this?
Founded in 1620, Plymouth Rock was home to pilgrims from the Mayflower who left England in pursuit of religious and political freedom.
I can read, Hibbert, but where did this come from?
Skip to the end.
Over 400 years later,
Plymouth Rock remains a symbol for the birth of our country and a reminder that we should be thankful for all
400 years?
That was precisely my reaction at first. And then I found this. This is a piece of the time machine that was flung into the woods in the explosion. A piece we didn't have access to before, because it was encased in the protective shell that we couldn't breach. But now that I've gotten my hands on it, I've been able to analyze it.
I have a feeling I won't like where this is going.
So I've been studying it for the past 2 days, and while I admit I was stumped for a second, I just came to a realization. Listen.
For anything in particular, or are you looking for suggestions?
That ticking sound. There's a pattern to it. And while I haven't quite deciphered it yet, I believe it's actually an advanced form of communication.
What are you saying? This thing's alive?
In a way, possibly. But if you take the sounds and study them in combination with the cryptic readings on this display here, you begin to get an idea of what it's trying to say.
Hibbert, you have to stop.
Moody, we're in the midst of a breakthrough of significant proportions.
You're delusional, man. We've destroyed the machine. We've made it to the new world. We sacrificed so much of our lives. And now we have to move on to whatever it is that comes next.
But that's just it, James. We can't move on yet because we're still stuck in the middle of it all.
What?
When the machine exploded, it didn't solve our problems. It made them worse. Look at this. This thing isn't part of the time machine, and it didn't come from the ship.
I don't care, Hibbert.
And this thing over here. It seems to be some sort of wristwatch, but it doesn't tell any sort of time that I can understand.
This is all trash, Hibbert.
It's not. It's not trash. It's debris from the explosion, but instead of it being debris from the physical explosion, it's debris from the result of an explosion in time. You know it to be true. The ancient dragon beasts in the woods. The pamphlet from the future. All this technology from who knows when.
Stop it with the theories. That's enough. We've thrown our lives away, and I'm not going to waste another moment obsessing over this useless trash.
well, I've never heard that before.
Hibbert, what is this?
I don't know what this machinery is.
What is it doing? What is this music?
I don't know, I told you. I've never come across technology like this before.
Where did this come from?
I don't think it's where this came from that's the issue anymore. It's when this came from.
Just release and you will find you're gonna fly away. Glad you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together. The music is played for love. Cruising is made.
And as our Lord and Savior said, if you follow the man with the loudest voice, you will be following our Lord's true intentions. What do you think that is? What is that? What's that sound? Where's everybody going?
What is going on in there? Whose tent is this?
James Moody.
Moody and Hibbard. Moody and Hibbard. Excuse me, let me through. Hey, what is going on in here? What is this sound? I don't know how to stop it. I've pressed every button. Nothing will work. Nothing.
Edwina, what are you doing here?
Everyone is here. Everyone is outside. You have to do something about this.
Okay, I'll go talk to them. Everybody, everyone. I'd like to, first of all, apologize for the disruption. And while I understand that we are in a sense leaderless with Captain Jones missing, I'm sorry he's not missing, he's away on an expedition. A 4-day-long expedition that was meant to be half a day. Let's leave it at that. But I do sincerely apologize for this ruckus, which we can't seem to stop. We tried pressing the big button and also the smaller ones beside it, and we tried hitting it too hard, and that didn't work either. So bear with me, as the volume of this terrible sound, which seems to have a control, but the knob is broken. It's just... Anyway, I have a very important announcement to make, and many of you won't be very happy about it. When I joined the Manifest of the Mayflower, I joined for selfish reasons. You see, I was part of a secret society that studied the ancient designs of a machine. This machine, we learned, held great power, for it was a time machine.
Like a clock?
No, it was a machine that could transport you through time rather than through space, like a boat does. And we discovered that this machine wasn't entirely predictable in its actions. We lost many members of our secret society, lost to who knows where in time. We lost enough people that Hibbard and I, the last 2 surviving members, decided to bring it far, far away, so that it could bring no more harm to anyone. And so we brought it onto the Mayflower. What we didn't expect was the storm, which caused it to explode and wreck the ship. And now we are here, stranded, and time seems to have been affected in such a way that we aren't in any one time period, but perhaps stuck in all time periods at once, never to return to the world we knew. And for that I apologize. Does anyone have any questions?
So if I were to travel back in time and kill my grandfather before he was able to become the father of my mother, what would happen to me?
I don't know.
If I were to go into the future and see how I die, would I be able to prevent my own death, or would the action of observation be the trigger that solidifies my fate?
Again, I'm not sure.
If someone brought the sheet music for Beethoven's symphonies back to a young Beethoven before he wrote them, then where did the music originate from in the first place? James, I've made a breakthrough. This changes everything.
Everyone, I know there are many questions, but Hibbert here has just made me aware of something new. The time machine itself is broken into pieces, flung apart in the explosion. We have one of those pieces, and now it seems to be reaching out to the others. If we follow the signal and reassemble the machine, we may be able to get it working again and set time back to normal, then finally be able to safely dispose of the machine forever.
So we have to fix the time machine and use it in order to destroy it?
Yes. Is that clear?
Clear as gravy.
I'll need a team of people to come with me.
I will join you.
Edwina.
Yes. I have witnessed firsthand the goodness that is in this man's heart, and I know that he means right by our group. And I have also witnessed the gadgetry that this man Hibbert is capable of mastering. So if they believe they can set things right, then I believe them. and I will join them on our journey to set time straight again.
So, does this whole time machine thing change anything for you?
What do you mean?
I mean, your outlook on the world. What life means, why you came to the New World in the first place, etc.
I guess it's just all too confusing to comprehend right now. I mean, if time itself is as traversable as a map, then what does that mean about actions and consequences? Do they not necessarily have anything to do with each other?
I don't follow.
I mean, take the Mayflower, for example. It traveled from England to the New World. But the New World doesn't exist because we left England. It would have been here forever regardless.
I think what you're doing is confusing events and states. See, there is the state of England, and there is the state of the New World. Those states of being, of course, would never affect each other, but the event of the Mayflower brought us from one to the other, changing our perception of the world. But does that mean that if you can change an event in time using time travel, then you're not changing the state of things at all, but only your perception of the world? Okay, so, but what is reality if not what we perceive it to be? If it's anything else, how would we ever know? But how does this affect us personally?
Well, think about it this way. Many of us came here for religious freedom, which is based upon the different states of existence or perception of God.
So if perception defines reality,
Does that mean that if we're coming here to change religion, or the perception of God, then aren't we in fact changing the reality of God itself? So then religion isn't defined by God, but in truth God is defined by religion? But God is unchangeable! And yet religion isn't, otherwise we wouldn't be here.
I find this all very confusing.
Hey, excuse me. I'm sorry, this sounds weird, but are you pilgrims? Wait, so you're actually pilgrims? Yes, you could call us that. Like Puritan, like I see you have the buckle hats and everything. Actually, can I ask you what's with the buckle hats? They're very stylish and you can fit them to your head. Can I have one? Absolutely not. This is mine. Alright, it was worth asking. Hey, Kip, right?
Yes, Kip Hibbert.
And you, the name's Sam. What's that little gadget you're holding there?
A time machine that exploded and set time all loosey-goosey.
Really?
Yes, I'm following a signal. I'm going to put the time machine back together and set everything straight again.
Oh, really? You're all pilgrims, but you have a time machine that plays music. Is there anything I can do to help?
Actually, yes, there is. Could you run up and see what's over yonder? If I'm reading this information correctly, then the next piece of the time machine is just over that hill.
What is it?
What is it? Oh my goodness.
Future Man, do you know what it is? I think it's a party.
Sounds like no party I've ever been to.
What we're looking for should be in that building.
Let's go find out.
Welcome to the future, my friends. Or the past, depending on where you're from. Pilgrims, looks like. We've had some of your kind before. From a town called Roanoke. You know them? Total party animals. Anyway, no matter where in time you're from, I promise you this is something new.
What's happening here?
So ever since time blew up, people from all different periods in time have gathered here. And because time is all wonky now, some of us have been here for years already. Well, others, like you, just got here. Nuts, right?
What are you gathered here for?
Why else? To party! My name's Matt, by the way. Matt McConaughey.
Hibbert, I find this place unbearable. Can you please locate the missing piece of the time machine?
I'm trying.
Try faster, man. My god.
Hey, you want a drink?
Do I want a what?
What did you say?
I didn't hear what you said.
What? Hey, sorry. I'm gonna get you a drink, and you can either drink it or I will, okay?
I don't think we've ever actually met before.
I'll be right back. Hey, do you know what kind of money they use?
Never mind. Oh, and I'm Sam. Hibbert, I will hurt you if you don't hurry up. I know. I'm just double checking some equations, and if the quantum needle can just leap over the green zone, then we're Ziggy. We're Ziggy? Oh, it's just some lingo I picked up. From the future. Oh, look, it's pointing that way. Oh, yes, it is. That's Ziggy. Where'd she go? I didn't even ask her name. Hello, I'm Amelia Earhart. What's your name? Up next is an oldie but a goodie. Or it's from far in the future. I don't know. This looks like a place where children would be. James, you have children, right? Back in England? Yes. Back in England. I have 2 girls, Clarice and Matilda. You must miss them very much. And your wife, Beatrice. Why did they all not come with you? It's very complicated, and there are many rumors, but don't listen to those. I'm getting a bit of a mixed signal here. It looks like the machine may be through this door. Why don't you 2 look down there? I'll continue up here. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Okay, Edwina. Looks like we're going downstairs. Hey, where'd you go? Hey, have you seen a pilgrim woman? I don't know what her name is. Are you an alien? Wait, are there aliens in the future? Future man. They went that way. Oh, thanks. Oh, and what's the woman's name? Edwina Marquand. That is quite the name. Edwina? Hey, Edwina? Edwina Marquand? Anybody? Hello? And here I am, by myself, talking to myself. Beatrice, I've ruined everything. Oh, hey. Sorry, I didn't expect to see you there. James, right? Yes. Hey, I was looking for Edwina Marquand. Did she come here? You 2 know each other, right? She's somewhere around here. What are you doing here? Nothing. Are you just looking at pictures that little kids drew? Hold on, do you know what these drawings are of? Birds. Turkeys, yeah. It's for, this is weird. These are drawings for Thanksgiving. What is that? Why is that weird? Well, Thanksgiving is it's a national holiday that celebrates people coming together. Once a year, family members and friends who haven't seen each other for a long time will sit down and have dinner, and everyone is supposed to be reflective of all the things that they're thankful for. That sounds nice. It is nice, don't get me wrong, but at its core, Thanksgiving is kind of a very problematic celebration of your people, the Pilgrims, and my people, the Native Americans, coming together in the face of all the horrible stuff that your people have been doing to my people. Like what? So it's kind of a, hey, let's forget about all the genocide and the violence and the cruelty and the hypocrisy of a group of people coming to the New World in the name of religious freedom only to force their religion upon the people who already live there. It sounds complicated. It is. People don't usually talk about that stuff, but it's always there. Hello? Is there someone? What is that? Is there someone over there? Hibbert, I feel like I don't know much about you. How do you know James? Most people seem to think that James took me under his wing, but I feel more like I've taken him under mine. How so? I met him one day on the street. He was not in a good spot. I consider myself a man of God, and so when I saw someone less fortunate than myself, I had to help him. Listen, you know his whole story about the secret society? Yes, of course. What about it? Nothing. Never mind. No, go on. Look, there it is. Okay, we need to get everyone out. Everyone needs to get out as fast as they can. Hurry, please leave. Yes, you.
I'm suggesting the back exit. There are dinosaurs coming that way. Guys, there are dinosaurs.
We must get out. There are dragon beasts.
Actually, DJ, can I... DJ, can I use your, can I use the microphone?
Please leave. Hurry along now.
Can you turn the music down? I mean, guys, there are dinosaurs coming.
Excuse me. Okay. Can we use this mic? Everyone has to leave right now. Go through those doors. Everyone, get out. Get out. Why aren't you listening to me?
My God, what is happening here? Oh my lord, it's awful. Sam, what did you do?
Edwina, what? Me? I didn't do anything. What do you... Maybe I left the door open. I don't know. Not my fault there are dinosaurs outside. You're the one who blew out the time. Oh, that person just got gutted. Is that a hand? Come on, we gotta go. Is everybody doing okay here in the group? Just want to check in. That was a very traumatic event that just happened.
I've seen stranger things.
Really? No one wants to talk about it?
So tell us, strange man, where in time do you come from?
Well, I come from the year 2017.
2017?
That's ridiculous.
Hogswallop.
I don't quite understand. So where were you when the time explosion happened? I was at a baseball game.
Oh, what game?
Like a game for children. Tell us of this baseball game.
Well, it's a game where one person with a ball throws that ball at another person who holds a stick, and that person hits the ball with the stick and tries to run around 4 bases. There's 4 bases on the field that they're playing on, and they run around the 4 bases from home base to first base to second, then third, and then back to home base, and then you get a point. If there are 4 bases, why not just call home base first base? I don't know. Can we play baseball games? Listen, none of this matters because none of this makes any sense. That's the first thing he said that I understand.
Like that one dinosaur that ripped the guy's head off.
Do you mean the dragon beast? Yeah, but in the future they're called dinosaurs, and that one was never even dug up in North America. North America? Oh my god. Do you mean to say that there's a South America as well? How many Americas Which America are we in? Why did they call it America
Hogswallop.
I don't know, okay? I don't even know what we're talking about at this point.
I didn't know what he was talking about to begin with.
What more can you tell us about the future, but not so far into the future? I mean, closer in time to where we are from. Jesus Christ. Well, for starters, soon after you all arrive in the New World, America, you will meet the Native Americans, my ancestors. You will kill them. You will give them diseases. You will attempt to eradicate them from the face of the earth because you feel that you have some claim to this land because of some god that you believe in, which my people have never heard of. But this all makes sense in your minds, because God gave you this land, even though he gave it to us first, technically. So you kill a lot of people. You're going to kill a whole lot of people. And your children are going to kill a lot of people. There's just a lot of killing happens.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we should all get some rest after what happened today. Tomorrow will be an early start.
Yeah, fine with me.
Sam, can I speak with you for a moment?
Yeah, of course. What's up?
The things you said last night. Was it all true?
I mean, as far as I know, yeah. I don't know how this time explosion thing has maybe changed things, maybe? I don't know.
It's just gotten me thinking.
About what?
About whether or not we really should be returning time to how it was. If it is as how you described, it seems like maybe we could be doing something better, rather than just returning and living out our lives as predestined.
Well, Edwina, I'm not in a position to say what that better world would look like, let alone what we would need to do to achieve it.
Yeah, but is anybody? Isn't all we can really do just what we think is the best in the moment?
I mean, I would have said yes before I knew that a time machine existed.
I'm just not so sure that a time machine is going to solve all our problems.
So tell me this. If you found a missing piece of the time machine, would you tell anyone?
I found it. I found the next piece of the time machine.
What? Oh my.
Where was it?
It was here. It was just lying here in the crook of this tree.
Good. Well, that shortens our journey a bit. How many pieces do we have left?
Just the one, I believe.
I can't believe it. We are almost there.
Incoming! We're under attack! It's the robots again. Have you encountered these things before? What's a robot?
Come on, everyone onto these rafts.
What in the world are those?
This looks interesting.
It's like no boat I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. Just get in the boats.
Smooth sailing so far.
Oh my goodness!
We're under attack. Take cover. They're not very good shots.
Hang on, everybody. What are we going to do?
Oh, well, look what I found. What does this do? Hooray!
Good job, Hibbert. Do it again.
Oh, these buttery fingers of mine.
Did you just invent the term Butterfingers?
Oh, for goodness sake, I'll get it.
No, Edwina.
Hey, wait.
You're going the wrong way.
Oh, look what you've done now.
Where are they going? We've lost them.
Look out! Debris up ahead. Hold on to your hats. Ah!
Oh dear, that's a shame.
Stevens never could swim.
Hey, guys, what's that? That was an alligator, right?
Yes, it was a very large alligator.
Biggest I've ever seen.
My hat is covering my eyes.
Wait, where'd it go? You guys saw it. It was right there, right?
There was possibly something there, sure.
It could have been a trick of our eye.
Then what's that then?
Oh my god, what is that?
Get it away, get it away!
That's not an alligator.
Wait a second, do you see that over there?
Oh, thank goodness it's the robots. Hey, over here, come get us. That worked surprisingly well. Hey, there you are.
Everybody, we're here.
Where have you two been? You missed quite the show.
But it looks to me like we're about to see the grand finale.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Excuse me. I mean you no harm, but I believe I could be of service to you in your effort to stop the humans.
Is everyone all right? Oh, this is terrible. I've lost all my things. Where are the rest of us?
Where is everybody?
Is this all that's
Oh my
left of us?
goodness, did they drown?
Taken by the water.
What do we do next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, where do we go from
What
here?
is next on our agenda?
Yes, I would like to know that as well.
Oh, you're all looking at me. I see. Well, it seems Moody and Edwina have perished. God rest their souls. Oh, Sam's alive. This is all you, buddy. Well, we have lost one of the pieces of the time machine, so I'm not entirely sure how it would be possible to, complete our mission. I guess we could just continue and try to find the next piece of the machine, and hope that maybe it works. I don't know how this is going to work. Nothing, Sam? Really?
Hey, I'm the one who got us onto those boats, so I'm not going to make any more suggestions.
Hello. It is I, Gart Willoughby. I'm alive. I have been in the woods, thrown from the fall, and I have had a vision.
How much deeper into these caves are we going to go?
Well, we could just go out the other way and get crushed by the waterfall. Would you like to try that?
That's not what I mean. Do you think they think we're dead?
We will be soon enough.
James, what has gotten into you?
Let me explain it to you as if you didn't already know. I'm carrying around this piece of junk. Without the other pieces of the time machine, this is useless. And without any way of getting back to the other group, there's no way of completing the time machine. So as you can see, the situation is dire.
Is it, though? I've been thinking, if we don't reassemble the time machine, then things just stay as they are. Would that really be so bad?
I can't believe you're saying this. The world out there is covered in people and things from who knows where and when. We don't know how it will affect us.
Isn't that how the world always is, though? Haven't we always just been afraid of what we don't understand?
Edwina, this is not the same, and you know that.
Maybe you're right. But I just have to believe that the world out there is more welcoming than we might think.
Grand aspirations.
What was so good about your life before that you want to return to it?
How dare you? What was so bad about your life that you don't?
In my vision, I saw a place. It is a place in a clearing in the woods. We are meant to go there, my friends. There we will find the missing pieces of the time machine. And we will return home. I will lead you there if you follow me. Believe me, for I am very wealthy and I have a lot of money.
What is he talking about? Are these people really buying into this? What clearing in the woods? This man has no visions.
Excuse me, I seem to be lost.
Where'd you come from? What in heaven? What is it?
Do I know you?
Are you Johnson from the Mayflower?
Johnson? That is a name I've not heard in a long time.
Are you serious? You fell from the boat. You got washed overboard. And here you are. But you're much older now.
I don't remember that. I do remember the Mayflower, but that was a long time ago.
It was a few days ago.
No,
You do look older. I mean, no offense.
I've been here for years. When I was a young man on the Mayflower, there was a terrible thunderstorm one evening. I was down in the depths when a bright flash of light came out from a nearby room and engulfed me. When I came out on the other side, I was swimming in the middle of the ocean, the Mayflower nowhere to be seen. Luckily, I found some driftwood and I swam to shore. Soon after arriving upon the sands of the New World, I realized that this was not the land we were looking for. This land was full of dragon beasts and walking, talking machines. I survived in this harsh world for years and years. I did come to know some other people, but they have all met terrible fates. I have learned much about how to survive in this world of monsters and machines, but now I'm an old man, and I'm tired. And now I hear you speak of the Mayflower, which is where it all started. And I fear it may be where it all ends.
Okay, everybody, here we are. We have arrived in the clearing in the woods.
This is it. I don't see any time machine here.
This man has led us into a trap. Goodness, what was that?
Explosions from up above.
What do we do?
Take cover.
Edwina. Edwina, are you alright?
Yes. Yes, I'm okay.
What on earth happened?
It seemed targeted.
Yes, it did.
Look at this. There's an opening over here.
Is it a way out?
No. It's not. Oh, look, the time machine survived.
Really? What good fortune. Maybe it can help us somehow.
How could it help us, James?
Maybe if we could activate some piece of it, it could... It's a crazy idea. It'll never work.
It's useless to us. We're stuck down here. There's no way out.
We're going to die down here, aren't we?
Did I ever tell you? When you first told me about the time machine back on the Mayflower, my first thought was to travel back in time and stop you from ever having obtained it in the first place. Silly, isn't it?
Edwina, I must tell you something. I didn't leave my wife and children. I lost them.
Moody, what do you mean?
It was the morning of March 11th, 1619. I awoke in bed and found my family simply vanished. Their clothing was left behind, but the machine had been active.
Moody, you can't blame yourself.
Of course I can, and I must. Having the machine so close to them was my fault. It had backfired in the night, and I'll never know where they ended up. Sometimes I find myself speaking into the machine, as if they can hear me on the other side somehow. I had to tell you this.
My husband didn't die.
What?
Everyone thinks he died, because that's what I said. But the truth is, he didn't die. I just left him. He was drunk, and he was passed out, like always.
Edwina, I'm sorry.
Please, don't. We had been arguing. And he became angry, and he became drunk, and he became dangerous. And he passed out one day. And I realized, standing there, looking at him on the floor, that
His personal problems had become part of what defined me.
and I didn't need this as part of my life anymore. And so I left him. I left him there on the floor, and I got on the Mayflower. And honestly, I don't feel bad about it. I have no regrets.
And yet I still have this feeling that I should.
Well, Edwina, my dear friend, why don't we sleep on it? I think we both need some well-deserved rest.
Yes, I believe you're right. Good night, James.
Good night, Edwina. Sweet Beatrice, all is lost, and soon I will be joining you. I don't know where we went wrong, but it doesn't matter anymore. For soon I will be joining the great unknown. Our plan has failed, and I believe I am the only one who can make it work again. I believe that only if I...
James, is that you?
Beatrice?
James, is that you, dear? I'm confused because you're sleeping in the other room. I thought you had been drinking, but maybe you had been simply exhausted from work.
Beatrice, I don't understand how... When are you?
It's 1619, March 10th.
My dear, that's only a day before I lost you.
Lost me? What do you mean? Dear, is there something you need to tell me? What's going on? I don't understand.
Dear, I need to tell you. I don't know how long this connection is going to last. I need to tell you that... I need to tell you something very important. Something terrible is going to happen to you tomorrow.
What do you mean?
I don't know if I can prevent it, or if the very act of me telling you this is the trigger that caused it. Oh my God, my dearest Beatrice. Don't try anything foolish, please. I know I told you that this machine would be the end of me, but please do not touch it on your own. If I'm asleep in the next room, please go to bed with me. Do not fiddle with the settings. Do not change a thing. Just go to bed and hold me, so that I can hold you again.
James, I can't do that. If there's anything I can do to help you, I must try. James.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
James.
Beatrice. Beatrice.
It will save you.
Beatrice.
What? Moody? Moody, are you there? No.
Still warm. Goodbye, James.
Okay, the coast is clear. Hibbert, Johnson, you ready for this?
Are we 100% sure this is a good idea? I have studied the area, and I know the machine's habits. I know how to get us out of here.
Okay, great, let's break out of here. Oh, and Johnson, if we die, I blame you. Do you know the Dragon Beasts patrol routes as well?
Just wait for it, and... now! What in the world do they think they're doing?
Machine Man! People are escaping right over there. Keep going, keep going. Which way do we go from here?
You have to go that way. I have something very important hidden in the caves.
Over there? You sure?
Hibbert and I will draw their attention away. God, I made it. But what is this place?
I don't know how much longer I can keep up this pace.
We've done all we could, and I may have another trick up my sleeve.
Hold on, I have an idea. Here, this machine. If I can do something with it. Yes, I think I can make this work.
How much longer is this going to take?
I would appreciate it if you stopped breathing down my neck and let me do my work.
We don't have much time.
Yes, you already said that. This thing goes here. One more thing, and...
Coming.
Hold on, just 1 minute.
Hibbert,
I got it!
what in the world is this? So many books.
Hello? Hello? Oh. Edwina. What are you doing here? We all thought you were dead.
No, Moody and I survived the fall.
James is here? Where is he?
He didn't make it this far. Oh, what are you doing here?
Johnson led me here.
Johnson? From the Mayflower?
Yeah, it's a long story, but things are bad up there. The robots and the dinosaurs have teamed up and taken over and imprisoned all the humans, and they're now holding them in a prison camp.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. And Johnson, who we found wandering around in the woods, apparently has been living for years and years in this mixed up time explosion world. He's just been on his own. I think from jumping through time and all, he's gone a bit crazy, but he has gathered all this information about the robots and the dinosaurs, written in many books, large amount of books, which I'm now realizing this is probably where we are.
Are you trying to tell me that this library was entirely written by Johnson, chronicling his adventures through time, and detailing many specifics about the enemy dinosaurs and robots?
Yeah. I think that's exactly what this is.
Then let's get reading.
In the year 2200, the first autonomous robots were
And
created.
that led to the great robot uprising that destroyed much of the human race.
The robots ruled the earth for thousands of years.
In the year 4042, the time machine was invented by the
Not
robots.
being content with conquering the human race, the robots wanted to conquer the previous rulers
An
of
army
Earth.
of robots was sent back in time millions of years to destroy the dinosaurs. This began the first great war between the robots and the dinosaurs. Wait, Sam, look at this. This has all happened before, and it will all happen again. The time explosion was nothing new, and neither is our struggle with the robots and the dinosaurs. Tales of time travel have been told before, many times in far more interesting ways. So what makes this time different? Whose hand could be leading us along this path? And what could be their purpose? So he went insane? Is that what you're trying to tell me here? No, that's not what... I mean, maybe he did go insane, but what I think we can learn from this is not the only time this has happened. And that means the pieces of the time machine that we are gathering are not the only pieces of the time machine. This moment may have happened an infinite number of times, which means that there may be an infinite number of time machines.
Edwina, what are you getting at?
I think there's a very good chance that the robots don't need our pieces of the time machine because, in fact, they already have their own.
But then why are they keeping all the humans in a prison camp?
They're gathering them, all in one place.
But why?
As bait. If we've learned anything from the history of the robots and the dinosaurs, it's that the robots can't resist a fight with an enemy. And now that they've gathered their very first enemy, all in one spot, I think they may be bringing an army from the future.
My god, you're right. If the Motherbot is able to summon an army of robots from the future, there's nothing we or the dinosaurs will be able to do to stop them.
Follow my lead. You must hit them in the middle of the chest. It's the only way to power them down.
Hibbert, Edwina, you're alive.
It's so good to see you, but we need your help with stopping the Motherbot's secret plan to betray both the robots and the dinosaurs, and to bring her own army of super robots from the future to destroy the planet.
Okay. Johnson,
You're alive.
listen, we need to buy Edwina and Hibbert time. It's the only way we're going to come out of this alive. Can you do that?
Do you think I've survived this long without having more tricks up my sleeve?
You have no sleeves.
Now!
Okay, this is it. I'm going to use the piece of the time machine to hack into the mainframe. I hope this works, Hibbert.
I mean, no promises. I've never hacked a mainframe before, but I think I have the gist of it. I just hope Sam and Johnson have made enough of a distraction out there.
All units report to the battlefield immediately.
Okay, yep, here we are. Just put this thing here, and this goes here, that goes there, yep, Okay, great, and here we go.
Hibbert, I'm going to give you more time.
Okay, sure, that'd be great.
I'm going to distract Motherbot.
Edwina, wait.
Yes, Hibbert, what is it?
It's just, to say, be careful, okay?
Of course, Hibbert. And you too. Motherbot, I've come to talk. We have many things to discuss.
Finally, you have arrived. I have been waiting for you.
Sam, Johnson, that's quite the sword you have. Where'd you get those things? Where did you get that, sir?
Edwina Marquand, you have a dark future ahead of you.
What is this nonsense?
In the future, you will go down a dark path. You will change yourself, alter yourself with robotic enhancements. And as the years go on, you will lose your humanity, and eventually you will come to refer to yourself not as Edwina Marquand, but as Motherbot.
It's too late, Motherbot. I have deactivated Mother Mode in all the robots and dinosaurs.
No, it is you who is too late.
Not here. Anywhere but here.
What is that?
Oh my god. She's merged herself with the time machine. She's undoing everything. All of the robots, all of the dinosaurs. She's making it as if none of this ever happened. What can we do? Is she even the same Edwina anymore? She has become the beholder of time. But where in time is everything being sent to? I'm not sure that even she knows. But at least, for the moment, she is putting a stop to this war. What comes after is hers to decide. Edwina, it's so good to see you. James, what is this place?
It's a bit hard to explain, but this is a place beyond time.
How did you get here? How did I get here? James, what's happening?
Edwina, before you get too far, I must tell you, I am not James Moody.
Then what are you?
I am an image of him, created, so that you would have something comforting to interact with. I'm only information, images, created by the time machine.
I'm talking to the time machine right now?
In that case, I have a whole lot to say. First of all, why are women treated so poorly across the globe throughout history? And why did the white settlers do such horrible things to the Native Americans when they came to the New World? Oh, and how are ancient beasts from the past able to communicate with complex machinery from the future? And is Hibbert from the future? Because why does he understand how all these machines work?
My dearest Edwina, I cannot tell you why things happen in time. I can only have an effect on the flow of time. That, in fact, is why I've brought you here. You see, I am at an impasse.
Continue, please.
When the robots overloaded the time machine, it caused a flooding of time to rush all to one spot. So much time, in fact, that all points in time are accessible from this moment on.
And because I'm only a machine, I'm not able to calculate quite which is the best time to return humanity to. I'd like to ask you something.
Please be my guest.
The real James Moody. Where did he disappear to?
James is returned to his family. When he came in contact with his wife, they opened up a time portal, and he is with his family now.
I'm glad to hear that.
Edwina, we don't have long left. I can only hold back the flood of time for so long. And you must be the one to choose where time releases to.
Thank you, James. And thank you to the time machine. I think I know what to do now. It's been years since the conflict ended. Ever since we stopped the invasion of the robot army from the future, everyone who remained has had to learn how to live in this new world.
Without the leadership of Moody, the Pilgrims have split into two camps. One is led by Hibbert, the other by Gart Willoughby. And in order to make sure we don't repeat the mistakes of the past, we have split up the pieces of the time machine between the two camps. We miss you, Edwina, wherever you are. We want you to come back.
What is this? What is it doing? I haven't seen this before.
Excuse me. Hey, you, come over here. Do you know what this noise that my piece of the time machine is making? Do you know what it means?
I'm sorry, sir. I've no idea.
Fetch me a quill. I must write a letter to Kip Hibbert.
My dearest Gart, it's a pleasure to hear from you after all these years. And you may be interested to hear that my piece of the time machine is also acting up again recently. Our team of scientists has been studying the machine ever since it began reacting.
And while I know you don't necessarily believe in certain scientific truths, you might be interested to know that the machine seems to be pointing us in a certain direction. We will follow the signal, and I hope you do too.
Future men, what do you think of the message from the Liberals? Shall we follow them?
It seems wise, my leader.
Very well then. We shall set off on a journey to meet our old friends and see what they have to say.
We shall set off on a journey to follow the directions of the time machine and meet up with our old comrades and see what they have to say. I didn't mean to stir up any old conflicts that may have arisen in the past. Of course I didn't. But what I've learned is that there is never a good time to bring people together. There will always be conflict, and there will always be a struggle, no matter what it is over. But what is important is that we come together, no matter where we came from, no matter when we came from, no matter what our goals are. But we must come together and simply talk. That is all. All we need to do is sit down, put our differences aside, and talk to each other.
It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter if you hate the person sitting next to you. All that matters is that you sit down and you talk through your differences. This is the only way that we are going to move our world forward. So yes, of course, fight for what you don't have. Always. But remember, be thankful for what you do.
Was an early morning yesterday. I was up before the dawn, and I really have enjoyed my stay, but I must be moving on. Like a king without a castle, like a queen without a throne, I'm an early morning lover, and I must be moving on. I believe in what you say is the undisputed truth, but I have to have things my own way to keep me in my youth. Like a ship without an anchor, like a slave without a chain, just the thought of those sweet ladies as they shiver through my veins. And I will go on shining, shining like brand new. I'll never look behind me, my troubles will be few. Goodbye, stranger, it's been nice. Hope you find your paradise. Glad to see you, all of you. Hope your dreams will all come true. Goodbye, Mary, goodbye, Jane. Will we ever meet again? Feel no sorrow, feel no shame. Come tomorrow, feel no pain. Sweet devotion, it's not for me. Just give me motion, set me free. The land and the ocean, far away. It's life I've chosen every day. So goodbye, Mary, goodbye, Jane. Will we ever meet again? Now some they do and some they don't, and some you just can't tell. And some they will and some they won't, but some it's just as well.